Alright, in this video we're looking at simplifying expressions. So we have this long expression here. We want to simplify it. To simplify expressions like this, we want to use the order of operations. So I have the order of operations written up here. Remember, that's parentheses first, then exponents second, multiplication and division next, and then finally addition and subtraction. So remember, multiplication and division, they're on the same order. That means that we tackle these as we see them moving left to right. And the same thing with addition and subtraction. They're on the same order, so we just handle those as we see them moving left to right in the problem. Now, as far as the parenthesis goes, if we have nested parentheses like we have here, we always work the innermost parenthesis out first. So inside this little parenthesis, we just have -4, -3. So they want us to combine these two numbers here. Since they are numbers with the same sign, I will go ahead and add them and keep the sign of the numbers. So -4 and -3 will make -7. Now, to have good habits, I'm just going to copy down everything else as I see it, right? So that way I don't make any mistakes by trying to do too much at once. It only takes a minute to copy everything down. Alright, from there I still have parentheses, and it looks like inside the parentheses I have multiplication happening, so I need to do the multiplication here. Alright, so I'm going to multiply these two numbers that have different signs. Remember, when multiplying numbers with different signs, we get a negative answer, and 7 times 7, of course, is 49. Okay, so I have a negative out in front of that, then 5, and then 1 minus 6 attached to that. Okay, so again, I've copied down everything in the problem just as it is, only doing one step at a time. And now I look across the problem and I see that I have some subtraction, I have some multiplication. Looks like I have maybe some more multiplication here. So let's go ahead and tackle this as we move left to right, because comparing subtraction and multiplication, the multiplication would go first. So what I'm going to do is just say 1 minus 6 times 5, which is 30. And then here, what I want to remember is this is kind of like -1 times -49. So keep that in mind, that is like an invisible 1 here in front of the parentheses. So that means I'll actually be doing multiplication here, and since that's a higher order than all the other things in the problem, I'll just copy down everything else, and I will go ahead and say -1 times -49, or in other words, a positive 49. Remember, when you multiply a negative times a negative, you end up with a positive. Alright, from here, I just have some simple addition and subtraction to do, and there's a couple ways I can do this. I can combine the positive numbers together first, getting 50, and then I can take away 30. Or I can literally say, 1 minus 30 is -29, and I can combine the -29 and the 49. Let's go ahead and do that, just because, moving left to right, that's how it would go. So 1 minus 30 is -29, and then I'll have this plus 49 over here. And then we just subtract these two and come up with a difference then. So -29 and 49 is going to produce a difference of positive 20. Alternatively, I could have, at this phase of the problem, if I wanted to, I could have combined the positive numbers first, saying 1 and 49 makes 50, and then subtracted the 30, and that would have still given me the same answer of positive 20. So there's two ways to approach it from here, whatever is most comfortable for you. For me, I like to combine my positive numbers all together. Just remember that the sign in front of the number is the sign of the number. So this 49 is positive because it has a plus sign in front of it. This 30 is negative because of the negative sign in front of it. So if you want to put the 49 and the 1 together and call it 50 and then subtract 30 afterwards, you can do that as well. Either way, we get the same answer of 20.